I was asking if he wanted me to share anything, like, what's next? I try to make sure all the scriptures were given by him first. I want all the warnings, exhortations, or rebukes to come straight from him, not something I stumbled upon. I've been feeling his prompting to bring up idol worship and yoga again. Don't open doors to evil pathways, even if you don't plan to walk down them. And Holy Spirit confirmed this topic with Habakkuk 2:19. Woe to him who says to a piece of wood, "Awake!" to a mute stone, "Arise!" And that is your teacher? Behold, it is overlaid with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all inside of it. Yes, there might be nothing to it, but there is something behind it. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, rulers of darkness, and against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Here are some other scriptures he gave me. Numbers 33:4. While the Egyptians were burying their firstborn whom the Lord had struck down among them, the Lord had also executed judgments on their gods. The idol things we worship are connected to something in the spiritual realm, lowercase g gods. Let us be wise about this. Hosea 10:2. The Lord will break down their altars and destroy their sacred pillars. Jeremiah 16:17 and 18. For my eyes are on all their ways. They are not hidden from my face, nor is their iniquity concealed from my eyes. They have polluted my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable idols and their abominations. Our fathers have inherited nothing but falsehood, futility, and things of no profit. Can man make gods for himself? Yet they are not gods. Therefore, behold, this time I will make them know my power and my might, and they shall know that my name is the Lord. Verses 19 through 21. Why not do something about your worship problem before he comes to judge? Listen to him. If you feel convicted, maybe he's calling you to stop something. It might not be the same idols I had, but the Holy Spirit will show you. Trust in him. Habakkuk 1:11. Then they will sweep through like the wind and pass on, but some will be held guilty whose strength is their God. What do you put your strength in? If it's not God, then I fear you will be passed over. Isaiah 19:1. Now, this burdensome message concerning your bondage. Behold, the Lord is riding on a swift cloud and is about to come and unbind. These idols that bind will tremble at his presence, and the heart of those that bind will melt within them. Again I will say, Jesus is coming. He first comes in the clouds to free believers from this world of sin and death. If you like being bound to your false gods, that is sadly where you will stay. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Isaiah 44:9 through 20. Those who fashion a graven image are all of them futile, and their precious things are of no profit. Even their own witnesses fail to see or know, so that they will be put to shame. Who has fashioned a god or cast an idol to no profit? Behold, all his companions will be put to shame, for the craftsmen themselves are mere men. Let them all assemble themselves. Let them stand up. Let them tremble. Let them together be put to shame. The man shapes iron into a cutting tool, and does his work over the coals, fashioning it with hammers and working it with his strong arm. He also gets hungry, and his strength fails. He drinks no water and becomes weary. Another shapes wood. He extends a measuring line. He outlines it with red chalk. He works it with planes and outlines it with a compass, and makes it like the form of a man, like the beauty of man, so that it may sit in a house. Surely he cuts cedars for himself and takes a cypress or an oak and raises it for himself among the trees of the forest. He plants a fir, and the rain makes it grow. Then it becomes something for a man to burn, and he takes one of them and warms himself. He also makes a fire to bake bread. He also makes a god and worships it. He makes it a graven image and falls down before it. Half of it he burns in the fire. Over this half he eats meat, and he roasts a roast, and is satisfied. He also warms himself and says, Aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire. But the rest of it he makes into a god, his graven image. He falls down before it and worships. He also prays to it and says, Deliver me, for you are my God. They do not know, nor do they understand, for he has smeared over their eyes so that they cannot see, and their hearts so that they cannot comprehend. No one recalls, nor is there knowledge or understanding to say, I have burned half of it in the fire, and also have baked bread over its coals. I roast meat and eat it. Then I make the rest of it into an abomination. I fall down before a block of wood. He feeds on ashes. A deceived heart has turned him aside, and he cannot deliver himself, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand? This world and all its things are passing away. Don't be ignorant. Ask him to remove your blinders. Remember your Creator before the evil days come. Did the gods of those nations which my fathers have destroyed deliver them? Isaiah 37:12. Will you be delivered? Are you good right where you're at? Will your eternity be a good one? Do you need to make a change? Be honest with yourself. Is God the answer?